What's up, gamers? We are back with more Starfield, picking up right where we left off. As I discussed in the last video, sorry, I'm distracted by something flashing over here. What was that? Anyway, as I said at the end of the last video, today's going to be all about Barrett. I've said this many times so far and been very wrong, but I'm pretty confident that when I talk to Barrett now, you can see the quest marker over his head. I think we're going to finally get to the actual quest part of his side quest instead of the dialogue part of his side quest that we've been working through. So let's go talk to him and see what he wants us to do. The lighting's great in here, so I'm just going to talk to him right here in the UC security office. No reason to go anywhere else.
Space is so hostile to humanity already, and you made it just a little bit safer for everybody. The Terramorphs don't stand a chance. This is going to make a real difference. This is one for the Constellation history books, Captain.
Oh, you know what, though? It occurs to me, now that I've engaged him in dialogue, that he might not be ready to advance his personal quest yet. This might just be like every time I finish a faction quest, everyone from Constellation, well, not everyone from Constellation, but everyone from Constellation who's a part of my crew has wanted to talk to me about it and sort of give me their thoughts on the choices I made. And judging by the first dialogue there, I think this is that. So that's fine. That's fine. We can find other things to do.
Anything else?
We'll have to talk to Sarah also and Andrea because they'll also have opinions on this. Wait, what did he say? Said I'll always be remembered for. I don't care if I'm remembered for that.
So humble, too. People love that.
Thanks, Barrett.
Anyway, I can't believe you got them to agree to the microbes.
Did he?
Bravo, Captain. Bravo.
Oh, he liked that choice. Okay, that's cool. I really wish I could like travel back in time. This is one of the great things about recording these as videos and putting them on YouTube. I'm 100% rewatching this because did he just go squee random? Like that was part of the dialogue, right? He just was like squee, and then continued talking as if he hadn't just said squee. Is that something people do? Do people articulate squee like that? Is that a thing? Like, I can't be alone thinking that was a little weird, right?
Okay, continue.
So that's cool. I wonder what he would have said if I had chosen the Achilles option. Maybe he wouldn't have liked that as much. Chief Engineer Kulkarni knew what she was talking about, and I believed her. Or I believe her. Honestly, I just picked something. This stuff was way over my head. I'm starting to regret it. The Sillies would have been much more fun. Sounds like you're not mad about it then?
No, you saw the data. You listened to the experts. This had the best chance of success. Why would I be mad that you listened to reason?
Yeah, Chief Engineer Kulkarni knew what she was talking about, and I believe her.
Me too. Sealing away the Lazarus plant hopefully is just a small risk, but that remains to be seen. Balancing risk versus reward is tricky, even more so when so much hangs in the balance.
The game's giving me a lot of options to be like, actually, I made the wrong choice. I don't know why. What would you have done, Barrett?
Same thing. The science is compelling. The expert was confident. I'd make the same call.
I have no regrets. The microbes are risky, but it will work. I don't think they're risky, though. Like, I wish there was an option where I could just sound confident.
Making the subtle system safer with every petri dish. Got a moment? Let's catch up.
Okay, perfect. So I think I hadn't yet gotten the objective to talk to people about the UC Vanguard faction quest completion. But because I had completed that faction quest, talking to Barrett triggered it. But I think he really does still have the start of his quest ready to go. So I'm going to talk to him again right now. We may interrupt his quest to talk to other members of Constellation on my crew, because I think they are going to have something to say about the UC Vanguard conclusion. But anyway,
You know, traveling with you has been more than just good old-fashioned fun. It's been, well, therapeutic.
therapeutic, huh? How has it been therapeutic for you?
Well, I buried my pain about Irvin for so long that I needed a nudge and a different perspective.
I should get paid for these therapy sessions. Was this really weighing on your mind so much? No, I'm. You don't get that sort of feedback every day.
Well, just ask. Anyway, thanks for the support, Captain.
Oh, you're welcome, Barrett. I'm very supportive. Don't get used to it. We make a great team, Barrett.
That's just a fact. Which brings me back to that plan I mentioned earlier. I think I know how to move forward now. But I'm going to need your help.
I'm
My
all
contact
ears. Tell
sent a
me.
gift.
Okay. Your cyber runner contact?
Yep, my friend from Neon, who has helped me out more times than I deserve.
It's got to be Nyx, right? Whenever they talk about a cyber runner from Neon, it's always Nyx at the end of the day. He's got his fingers in many pies. Were they
Nope.
detected?
They were confident about not being detected, but not like too confident.
Okay. Tell me they found some real evidence.
Seems real to me. So they found an insurance settlement. Irvin's employers got paid as compensation for sabotage.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if they get like special compensation for sabotage, but like what actually happened, which is probably due to negligence, they wouldn't get compensated for. How much money are we
They
talking
claimed they had
about?
to ditch the whole mine and all the equipment inside and construct a new mine with new equipment. They were reimbursed for all of it.
Wow. Sounds fishy.
It seems that the mining company got a huge payout after they won the case against Irvin. We have the settlement paperwork from their insurance. Tons of money. The missing piece here is proving that Irvin was framed. So I discovered that Irvin's original lawyer still practices law, and she'll look over everything we found.
What's her reason for
Irvin's
helping
case
us?
was her first case, she said. She always hated how it ended. And she's now got 2 decades of experience behind her for a rematch, too.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I was going to ask this question. Can we trust this lawyer? Because it seems like if she was the lawyer on the original case, it seems fishy. Like, well, like I would wonder why she failed so badly. But, I mean, we sort of got our answers with that question. So let's go talk to this lawyer then, detective.
Oh, detective. I like the sound of that. If I'm the detective, does that make you my trustworthy and sensible partner with a heart of gold?
We're both detectives. No, definitely not. What are you talking about? Obviously, yes.
Well, I can work with that. Detective Barrett at your service. Anyway, we should take everything to the lawyer and see what she says. Maybe she reviews it and decides we have no case, or we need more evidence. I don't know. If we don't have a case, I can probably let it go. But I have to try.
Yeah, it's understandable. Can we send her all the evidence? Did you ever hear more about Irvin's
Oh,
apartment?
yep. I've got a key card for it. But I don't know what condition it's in. It's been 20 years, but I got the ventilation and power turned on, so I think it's safe.
I was really hoping that would lead to an option where we can go check his apartment for more evidence first. Can we send her all the evidence?
Yes, I've already arranged for my contact to drop off the evidence at our office.
Let's go talk to that lawyer then, Barrett.
Fantastic. I knew I could count on you. You're as reliable as an atomic clock. I've sent a list of everything we've found so far to the lawyer in Gagarin. You know, I actually feel optimistic about this. Lead the way, detective.
All right, so it is. It's his mission. We're on it. Breach of contract. In order to exonerate Irvin Mandali and restore his reputation, Barrett has set up a meeting with Irvin's original lawyer, Ellie Yankton, who currently operates out of Gagarin. All right, so doing that loading screen got it to pop up, right? Talk to Sarah, talk to Andrea. Everyone wants to talk
Gagarin
about
has
what we
always
did.
been a bit of a pit in my stomach. I know it wasn't related to Irvin's death, but it happened right before he died, so the events were both emotionally linked to me.
That was weird. Let me go talk to Sarah and Andrea and just get those things ticked
Stow our
off our
stuff
to-do
fast
list
and get out of here. I'm anxious
so we
to
can
see the
focus
stars
on
again.
Barrett. Goodness, Barrett.
See anything interesting today?
Having a good day?
I just saved, so if something goes wrong, we'll just reload. But Andrea,
Hello, love. It is a relief to know that the terramorphs are being dealt with. I
know,
wanted
right?
to tell you that I think you made the right decision. The microbes will ensure this is not a problem for much longer.
Andrea, could you look at me when we're talking instead of staring at that wall? It's really disconcerting. Science is pretty neat. Now we just need microbes for people who annoy me. No point in taking chances. It's the only way to be sure.
Yes, it sounds as though the microbes will be quite effective. Although it may be taking a chance in a different way. Do you think there's a chance there could be unintended effects of using this untested microbe?
Oh, come on. When has using a genetically engineered bioweapon ever gone wrong? We're not going to let anything happen. It'll be fine.
I admire your confidence, and I do hope you are right. And I must say, I find it curious that you would agree keeping the Lazarus plant around is a good idea. It seems an additional, unnecessary risk.
When was that a decision that I made? Hello? Did I have an option at some point? If I ever had an option between keeping the Lazarus plant and destroying it, I would have chosen to destroy it. There's no way the game gave me that option. Was that like a cut part of the quest? I don't understand. I don't understand this dialogue. What is happening right now?
Are you all right?
No, I'm not. I'm actually really upset by what you just said. And I hate all these dialogue options so much. What the heck? I'm actually so confused by that I need to look it up like right now.
A few moments later.
I'm reading the IGN walkthrough for that quest right now, and I don't see anything about a decision. Like I see it, they mention the decision between the Acellis and the microbes. The only thing I can think of is there was a dialogue option where I got to choose. I convinced them to include the Freestar Collective on the like disposal of the plant and securing of the plant to like bring them in on that. And maybe there was an option in that dialogue tree I didn't see that involved destroying the plant instead of containing it. I don't know. It might be useful someday in the future. Best to leave all options on the table, I guess.
I do not think some potential future use outweighs the risk it poses now. At least the Freestar Collective will also know of its existence. Otherwise, I worry it would be too tempting for the UC to use as a weapon. Well, it is good to know that this particular threat is behind us, and you have done live in the settled systems.
All right, gamers, I hated that with every fiber of my being. I'm going to hate it even more if Sarah brings up the same concern. Like, I don't like that I apparently made a big
shaking,
decision
bacon?
in that quest that I didn't even realize I was making. But I don't know what to do about that. You know, we're way past that at this point.
Did you need my help with something?
No, I'm looking for Sarah. Sarah.
I'm ready to listen.
Yeah, let's talk about that Vanguard faction quest.
Sorry to pull you aside like this, but I wanted to take a moment to congratulate you. Taking those steps to eradicate the Terramorph threat is essential to the safety of every living thing in the systems. You should be proud.
Thank you, Sarah. I'm glad you feel that way. It's a relief that the situation's being handled.
Indeed. Leaving that problem unchecked could have made the situation go from bad to worse. Well, I'm relieved that the United Colonies agreed to use their genetically engineered microbe to exterminate the Terramorphs. Apparently, their decision was based on your recommendation. That was a smart choice you've made. A solid scientific decision.
I'm sorry, it's really awkward. I don't know why everyone wants to talk to me with their back turned to me right now. I guess once they're facing a wall on your ship, they don't want to turn from that wall no matter what. I always end up wanting to talk to them on my ship because it's so convenient. But maybe I should be, I don't know, taking them out of my ship before trying to engage them in conversation. I don't know what the good solution is to this. It's a weird quirk of Starfield that they like will only crane their neck around and they won't turn their body to talk to you. I'm trusting the science on this one.
That's a wise decision. Besides, if Chief Engineer Kulkarni believes that the microbe will be effective, then we have to trust her experience.
Yes, that's true. I'm glad I made the right decision.
Good, good. I wouldn't want you to think it was some kind of mistake. Despite the Lazarus plant being simply locked away, your decision has made the settled systems a safer place to live for years to come.
You know, thinking back, maybe I did make a decision about the Lazarus plant. It seemed so inconsequential to me if it did happen that I didn't even make a mental note of that as a decision. They must have said something to me like, we can bomb Londinian to destroy all the Lazarus plant, or we can not do that and contain it. I don't know. Like, thinking on it now, I feel like the Lazarus plant is not the threat. It's just a plant that grows on that planet that
Well, don't go all quiet on me.
has a unique effect on the physiology of terramorphs that are also native to that planet. Like, I don't... Like, the terramorphs evolved some symbiotic relationship with the plant on that planet. But, like, the plant itself is not evil. Like, it's just a plant, you know? No reason to, like, wipe out an entire species just because there's, like, bioweapon applications. Like, as long as we're taking care of all the terramorphs, what threat does the plant pose? I don't know.
Take your time. I don't mind waiting.
So you disapprove of my decision to lock away the Lazarus plant?
I wouldn't say I disapprove. I simply prefer the largest safety net possible. I honestly would have preferred a more scorched earth policy to ensure the end to those horrible creatures.
Okay. Your approval always makes me feel more confident, Sarah.
Oh, well, of course. I'm happy to be there for you. If there's anything else you ever feel like discussing, you let me know.
You need something from me?
No, I'm good on him. Thank you, though. Okay. Well, whatever.
My favorite person.
Have something for you.
Damn. That's too bad.
I was just thinking that this is about what Irvin saw all those years ago when he arrived. He probably stood here thinking that he was going to make things better. He had a good heart.
I wonder if that's what he said originally. Also, I just meant to talk to him because he's got something to give me. And I feel like that dialogue is forcing itself over other dialogues right now. Because this game has no dialogue prioritization in the code. Or it does, but only in the worst ways possible. That's right. My objective was to talk to Barrett. Okay, well, this is me talking to Barrett, and then hopefully we'll be able to get him out of his eternal dialogue loop after this. What do we do now?
We need to reopen the case. See if there's anything that was overlooked the first time.
Right.
We've done some
that's why
legwork
we're here.
remotely, but we need to do some good old-fashioned investigating now.
Yeah, I'm here
Hopefully
for
it
it,
will be
Barrett.
enough to clear Irvin's name.
I hope so. We're going to take care of it, Barrett.
Oh, you remind me of him sometimes, wanting to make things right. And when you said it out loud, you know, I actually believe we can do it. I just hope our lawyer is as confident.
Did you bring everything we've discovered already?
I sent that to our lawyer already. I asked her to confidentially review what we found.
What can you tell me about our lawyer?
Ellie Yankton. She worked on Irvin's previous case.
Right.
Ellie is one of the few lawyers on this planet who's willing to take on the mining corporations in court.
Okay, let's go talk to this lawyer.
Right. She said she would meet us at our office when we arrive. Hopefully she can tell us what we need to do in order to clear Irvin's name. Let's stick together, though. Gagarin isn't a huge town, but it's not the kind of town that I want to get lost in.
Yeah, that's fair. Sarah, what are you... That's the second weird Sarah bug I've seen since we landed here.
I wonder what Ellie thinks about Irvin's case. Oh, I hope we have a chance.
Do you have anything for me, Barrett?
Oh, right. Almost forgot.
Yeah, I almost forgot about it so much that he would have bugged me about it every 10 seconds until I accepted it. All right, let's go.
You heading outside the city?
Nope. Oh, it's a loading screen door. Yankton Law Office as well. She has her own firm. It's a good sign. A partner. In order to exonerate Irvin Mandahi and restore his reputation, we first need to... Okay, so that's just the same. Let's go. Thought it might have updated. Now that we're here in Gagarin. Ooh. Oh, I see. I was so confused. I was like, oh, she's already meeting with someone. We should wait, Barrett. And then I turn, I'm like, Barrett, where'd you go? And then I realized, like, oh, that's Barrett. They're just waiting on me. I need to change my outfit. I was wearing this,
Well. Barrett, you're actually here. Astounding.
Ellie, come on. I promised we'd stop by, didn't I?
People make promises all the time, Barrett. And most folks try to avoid Gagarin, not visit it. Anyway, I'm glad you made it out here. We have work to do, don't we?
I don't know why, but that dialogue felt really stilted and weird. No offense to whoever the voice actress is for this character, but yeah, I was just saying that I'm still wearing, like, I tend to put on, like, different apparel for each of the faction quests I'm doing. I'm wearing a UC Vanguard outfit of some variety right now. But it's not really fitting for helping Barrett out with his case.
It's a lot to
have
think
there been
about,
other
but can
cases
you do
like
it
this
on your own
before?
time?
Wow, rude. Interrupting me like that. Have there been other cases like this before?
Not exactly, but similar cases. A corporation commits a crime and needs a scapegoat, so they select someone powerless to target.
The quintessential Gagarin tale.
Indeed.
I'm not comfortable how everyone, including the people who live here, just shit on Gagarin constantly. It's so awkward. You handled Irvin's case years ago?
Yes. It was my first case as a bright-eyed, optimistic lawyer.
Now she's jaded
Starting
and
your
already
career
given
with
up.
a defeat is rough, Ellie.
It was. But in a way, it made me more determined.
Okay, I like that. What did you mean about people avoiding Gagarin?
It's not a resort. It's a working town run by mining corporations.
Right.
You don't
so?
come here unless you need to, and you don't stay unless you have to.
Or unless you're a bright-eyed, optimistic lawyer who genuinely wants to make things better for others. Right, Ellie?
You're kind, Barrett. Yes, I suppose there's that type of person as well.
Let's discuss Irvin's case.
Down to business. Perfect.
Well, I
What do
did
you
every
already
other
know?
dialogue option first, though.
So we already know that Irvin worked for Hephaestus Mining Company years ago, and they blamed him for catastrophic economic and ecological issues here on Gagarin.
Yes. He lost his case because he didn't defend himself, and we had almost no evidence without him.
Why didn't Irvin defend himself?
I recall receiving a message asking him to appear in court a day after his funeral.
An unfortunate reality of interplanetary legal communiques, I'm afraid.
I already know what the judgment was, so I mean, might as well go over it again, I guess. What was the judgment?
He was publicly blamed for the economic woes, and his accounts were seized in compensation.
His account on Gagarin specifically. It was just the amount he was paid years ago for the job.
Right. They would have taken his assets and other settlements, but by law, his death prevented it.
We need to clear Irvin's name.
Well, we can bring the case to a judge here if we have new evidence or a witness.
What about
Right.
the evidence we found so far?
Yes, well, about that. It's just not enough.
What happens if we take the case to court with more evidence?
Best case scenario, we clear his name and his assets are returned, plus additional compensation.
We can find more evidence.
In order for me to go before a judge, I'd like to have some solid evidence pertaining to motive.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I don't need to ask this, but I'd like to hear her spell it out. Why do we need to establish a motive?
The courts won't entertain a challenge to its ruling unless we're sure that something major was missed in the original trial.
What was the motive from the original trial?
We had no solid motive after our witness withdrew his testimony.
Yeah, that witness. Wait, why is my only dialogue option right now we don't have any other evidence? I mean, it's true, but I guess I'm confused about the direction this quest is headed. So maybe you can like come visit this lawyer before. Like I made a few dialogue choices along the way that oh right, I did choose that like let's not risk it for the biscuit option at some point. I wonder if that was a mistake. Well, I mean, all we can do is see where this goes now, right? We don't have any other evidence.
Yeah, we need something major. Documentation, recordings,
She
a
keeps
witness.
saying a witness, a witness, a witness. I
Something.
think we're going to track
It's
down
been
that
so
witness.
long. How could we find anything like that?
I've thought about this a lot since the original case.
She's going to say we
The
have to
mine
track
that
down that
Irvin
witness.
worked at was shuttered in 2309. They probably still have documents relating to whatever happened there with him.
Wouldn't Hephaestus destroy incriminating documents?
Not necessarily. To Hephaestus, it might be cheaper to run away and let the dust bury it all.
Barrett, do you know which mine Irvin worked at?
Not really. All I know is that it's a Hephaestus mine from 20 years ago, somewhere on Gagarin.
I don't have a couple decades to wait for you to search them all, so we'll need to narrow it down.
Point us to the mine Irvin was assigned to work, please.
That's where you come in. I don't know which mine he worked at when the incident took place. In theory, you could find that information on a Foundry terminal, if you can access it. You'll need a passcode. That's the hard part. Besides the Foundry records, there also might be something in Irvin's apartment. If he knew he was being framed, he might have held on to some documents there.
Right. Passcodes fall out of pockets all the time. Oh, yeah. Barrett, this is your investigation, handsome. Thoughts? Why can't I ask Barrett for his opinion without flirting with him? I don't... What kind of incriminating documents are we talking about?
Dear Diary, today we created an ecological disaster and then blamed it on an off-worlder. Love Hephaestus.
Funny. But you'd be surprised how often people write down things that get them into serious trouble.
Oh, do tell.
For comparison, I just finished a case against another company that was charged with illegally dumping waste near the town's water supply. Their permit specified a site that would have cost twice as much fuel, so they sent a memo to the driver to dump it at the first available location just outside of town.
They actually wrote that down. Classic.
So, this dialogue tree is concerning me. Let's search Irvin's apartment. I might have documents from Hephaestus.
Makes sense to me.
You've been hanging on to that old apartment this whole time, Barrett?
Yeah, it was easier to not bother with it. Not like it's worth anything in this economy anyway.
I hope you still have the key.
I have it. Figured maybe I'd sell it while we were here anyway. May as well, right?
Hopefully that's enough to work with for now. If you'll excuse me, I have to get some court documents ready for this case.
I should still have the key to Irvin's apartment. I hope it's worth our time, but I can't be sure. Irvin's old apartment isn't far from here. I doubt there's much in there, but it's good to check.
All right, man, let's go do it. I don't know if that was the right choice. I was really torn. Like, it looked like I had two different options for getting into the Foundry records. But I honestly chose this just because I want to see what his old apartment was like. And maybe we'll get some, like, world building or, like, cool dialogue from Barrett just from going there, you know?
Our last head of security was a real hard ass.
Wow. Only Irvin's apartment keycard can unlock. Alright, Barrett, it's you.
After you, Captain.
What do you
They
mean
probably
after
never
me?
intended for these walkways to last.
Oh. Oops.
Now I get why he wanted me to look after his plants. No windows, insufficient power for proper lamps. Oh, he must have been miserable. No wonder he wrote so much. Wait a second. What about this safe? I bet it's locked by a terminal.
Alright, Barrett, you done? Can I...
Irvin didn't live here for long, but he certainly had a lot of junk here. I had no idea. He lived here for a few weeks. The plan was that I'd join him here. But everything went to hell with Hephaestus, so I didn't. I wouldn't have liked living in this metal box anyway.
What? Game, come on now. Why is this even a question I can ask? He literally just said, I never lived here with him. Here's why I never lived here with him. And then the first question I can ask is, so did you ever live here? What? I don't want to ask either of
Gagarin
those
has
things.
seen some better days.
Yeah. What's my quest objective say right now? Because I've got, like... In order to exonerate Irvin Madani and restore his reputation, we first need to gather information. Barrett has suggested searching Irvin's old apartment for any evidence that might clear his name. I don't think Barrett suggested that, right? It was me. The safe, I feel like the safe is for sure where we're going to find anything like what we're looking for. So, what is this elevator? Hello? I'm sorry, but curiosity's getting the best of me. I gotta click it. Alright, the elevator goes nowhere, apparently. It's weird that it even exists, if I'm being honest.
Well, I'll be. If you ever doubted Irvin's genius, look at all this. Still chugging along 20 years later. Hold on. Is that what I think it is?
What, the cactus I just picked up? Is it important? I guess we're gonna follow Barrett to see what he's going to look at. Okay, hold on. I don't get it. I don't understand what's happening right now. That was marked as one of the pieces of evidence I could search for, but like, apparently doesn't matter.
Find anything helpful to the case, Captain?
I honestly don't know, man. What's this cactus and what's the point of it? And oh my god. What am I looking at here? All this dirt and stuff. Like, where did it... You know what this looks like? It looks like if I... And there's a reason I just looked up at the ceiling. Because this, to me, looks like if I were to look up at the ceiling, part of the ceiling collapsed. But, like, no, the ceiling's fine. This is just, like, nasty. So I can check the computer, and I can check the safe. And that's it. Let's start with the safe because the game draws me to the safe.
Anything helpful to the case, Captain?
Which means that there's probably... Oh, unlock requires computer. I get it. Okay, then. Computer it is. Reminders. Finalize apartment purchase. Send anniversary gift to Barrett. Aw. Meet new coworkers at the bar. Private messages. Your work contract. Irvin, you'll receive a mine assignment and your Foundry passcode soon. The mine assignment is specified in the contract, and the key allows you to access Foundry computers for additional information about your particular assignment. We'll look forward to working with you. Natalina Hartono, Hephaestus HR. Ooh, this just gave us a new objective. Application for hunting license. Application submitted to Town Hall. Application ID IRV291. Check application status at Town Hall. Irvin, we have to talk. Irvin, we have to talk. It's about the job. If you can, please reach out to me before you start the job. HH. Assignment. Terminate Alpha Predator near the assigned mine for Hephaestus Mining Corp. This is a highly intelligent Alpha Predator that seems to have recently emerged near the newest Hephaestus mine. I've been assigned to work with Dr. Higgy Hawkinson. That must be HH. To uncover why the creature is so aggressive and whether it has anything to do with the mine's activity in the area. So he was assigned to eliminate the Alpha Predator. He was asked to do that. So if that was the root cause of the problems, here we go. This is all the evidence we need, right? Sweetheart, I know this is going to be a long job on Gagarin, so I thought I'd send you some flowers to cheer you up. I know how much you like the ones that aren't cut, and I found someone there who had a live plant. Ta-da. Don't worry about me. Aja's got me on a new assignment already with Sarah. That'll keep me busy until you return home. Missing you always, Barrett. Man, I thought we were going to get to meet Aja as part of Sarah's side quest. She even mentioned when we were on Paradiso that one time that that's where like Aja had retired to and this and that. And that we should stop by and meet her sometime. This is the second quest that's like alluded to that character, but they're not in the game, I guess. Missing you always, Barrett. Okay. Let's unlock the safe. Expert lock, goodness gracious. Okay, fine.
You're good at navigating these systems.
Pure luck, Barrett. Pure
Look at
luck.
that. If we go to town hall, I bet we can get a copy of that hunting license.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Is that Irvin's employment contract? Let me see. No idea where mine H363 is, but we could search for it at the Foundry database.
All right, so I'm feeling good about coming to the apartment first. Because it sounds like we might be headed to the Foundry naturally anyway. Now that we have an idea about that. Contract, specific task, details to be confirmed upon arrival at the worksite. Site mine H363. Payment deposited in account specified by employee. Of course, they got all that money back because they're bastards. But we're gonna fix that. So I'm supposed to discuss the evidence we just found with Barrett. So let's do that.
All right, we've got some solid leads, it looks like. The employment contract and the hunting license at town hall.
Yeah, about that. Please don't make me choose. Those are solid leads.
Much better than liquid or gas leads. That much is evident. It was a bit strange going through Irvin's old things, though. I was hoping for some old pictures, but nothing. What's that you have there? A plant?
Maybe it's evidence. Did Irvin say what it's for?
No, but I did find a few slates that might give us a clue. As well as a reminder to finish a physics paper that I never did.
You mentioned before Irvin brought plants on trips with you.
Yes, and it was always a remarkable species with an even more remarkable story. I wonder if the same is true for this guy.
I don't think that's going to help us with the case. How is it still alive?
Witchcraft, probably. But if you want a more scientific explanation,
Barrett, come on,
I
man.
have a couple of theories. It could go through states of hibernation, or draw moisture from the air the way epiphytic plants do. There's also that habitat dish Irvin set up for it, which gave it light and nutrients. Still, I'm not ruling out witchcraft.
Barrett was full on gaslighting me with that whole conversation. It might be that, that habitat dish that Irvin had it set up on that was giving it food and nutrients, but witchcraft. Shut the fuck up, Barrett. That was mean. He was making fun of how dumb I am that whole time. What's the story behind this plant?
I'm not sure. It might not even be a plant. It might technically be a fungus.
Oh, God.
But there's probably a reason why Irvin tried his best
Barrett.
to keep it alive. When we get back home, I'll go through some of his research notes. It might tell us something more about this plant. Hopefully it's not poisonous.
I don't think that's going to help with the case.
No, maybe not. But it helps me. Irvin was the last person to handle this plant. It mattered to him.
Yeah, man.
No matter how the case goes,
like,
this warms my heart. I didn't expect to find it, but I love that I did.
Oh, that's
in any
sweet,
event,
man.
I'll
I'm
go
glad.
through Irvin's notes in more detail later. There's probably a flowchart somewhere with this little guy's name on it. Oh, on that note, we should give it a name. I'm thinking something simple yet refined.
We should name it
What
Irvin
do you
Jr.
think of Harvey?
Harvey? Gotta be honest, I'm not a fan.
Really? Well, why don't we try it for a few days, and if we don't like it, we can workshop it later.
Okay, man.
Okay. The three of us should get back to it. You, me, and Harvey have a case to solve.
Oh, God, I really never had any choice about the Harvey name, did I? I tried, gamers. I tried. I think we can all agree that's a really lame name for a plant, right? Harvey just always makes me think of like, isn't Harvey in the name of the, like...
They're conscripting security to search all the abandoned buildings for heat leeches. Guess who's got the next shift?
Oh, nice. More dialogue related to our latest faction quest success. I think Harvey is the rabbit from Donnie Darko. His name Harvey, right? Or actually, no, Harvey. I'm not. I'm wrong. There's a work of fiction that has a like imaginary rabbit figure in it. Not Donnie Darko, which also has an imaginary rabbit figure in it. But I think Harvey's the name of the rabbit in... I can't remember what the name of it is. If you know and you put it in the comments, I will shower praise upon you, because there's no way I'm going to think of it. But then there's also Harvey Weinstein and Harvey from Suits, who are both like arguably terrible people. What is my objective right now? We're going to Town Hall. In order to exonerate Irvin Madahi and restore his reputation, we first need to gather information. The two of us searched Irvin's old apartment for any events that might clear. I thought it was going to let me go to the foundry and figure out what the mine was. I guess not. Well, this town hall has seen better days. Hopefully the
You ever
access
read about the
computer's
early
still
history
working,
of spaceflight?
is what Barrett
So
said, but there was
political.
no audible dialogue
So
for it.
familiar sometimes.
I think the quest is bugging out really severely right now. Just give me a second. Look up Irvin's hunting license or go to the Foundry District. Maybe both. I feel like it's really weird that the Foundry District thing didn't update until I walked in this building. And Barrett also had a completely silent dialogue that was clearly meant to be voiced. It's struggling. This quest is struggling a bit. Let's just go to the Town Hall Terminal first. File a complaint. Applications. Available civilian applications. Mining permit. Error. Your Argos extractor permit is still valid. You do not need to apply again until it expires. Okay, good to know. Check application status. Look up applications by application ID. Enter Irvin's application ID. Hunting license. The location was H363, which is the mine. Sponsor, if applicable, is Hephaestus Mining Corporation. So they sponsored his hunting license. More good evidence for us. Effective date on presumably when this all happens. That's approved. File complaint. Sorry, the complaints inbox is at capacity. Please try again later. That's hilarious.
So, the hunting license was sponsored by Hephaestus after all.
Sure
Ellie will
was.
be very interested to see this.
Yes, she will. Well, let's go to the foundry first, if the game will still let me. Go to the foundry district. All right. We can, like, immediately return to the lawyer if we want to.
Look at you. So clean. First day?
Way to search the database.
Use... Crap, we missed more dialogue again. Oh my god. It's so bad. This quest is so buggy. Barrett just said something about... There's the foundry computer, something, something. I didn't catch the rest of it. Because, of course, it was again another, like, bugged dialogue line where the voice acting didn't come through. And then a bunch of quest objectives popped up. Use your account. We've uncovered evidence that may exonerate Irvin. It may be worth discussing with Ellie Yankton to see if we have enough to go to trial. Use your account. Use the foundry. I don't know what any of this means. Okay, game. So I can use a guest account. Or I can use my account. Sure, we'll use my account. The foundry does not support Argos extractor resources. Search database. The foundry doesn't. Okay. Guest. Okay.
I'm on break.
We need to do some shady shit, so let me save my game. I'm feeling some kind of way about how all this is going down with this quest, but I don't really have any choice in the matter. Okay. Oh.
Supervisor is going to be mad that I'm late, but I just need a moment to myself before I go back.
Yeah, that's fair, man. I understand. Search database. Filter equals mines. Supporting Hephaestus Mining Corporation, Six Sisters Mining Corporation, and Mandala. Company equals Hephaestus. Year equals 2309. Status equals inactive. Mine equals H363. Download coordinates. Coordinates to mine H363 have been downloaded. Okay. Barrett wants to chat about what we've discovered. I hope he doesn't give me shit for picking that pocket. Barrett, can you look at me? Because I have a feeling that if I don't have you looking at me, I'm going to be talking to your back again. There we go.
Coordinates look valid to me. Imagine Irvin thinking the same thing all those years ago. Just a job, right? Well, at least we know where to keep looking, right?
We sure do, man. Let's go search the abandoned mine for incriminating documents.
I guess we'll see what state the mine is in. It's possible they collapsed it before they left. We just won't know until we get there. If
Yeah,
that's
man,
the
I'm down.
case,
Let's
we'll
take a
just
field
have to
trip.
figure something out.
We'll figure something out, man. Don't worry. We already have some pretty solid evidence. It was even going to let us go talk to the lawyer already, but I think this is the play.
Careful. This place was shuttered 20 years ago. But it might have new tenants now.
Hey, Barrett, you actually got out a quest-related dialogue. I'm so proud of you. I keep forgetting to pick up more bullets for this gun. I'm going to run out and be very sad. It's the only gun I've used in like the last 10 levels. And it's going to suck big donkey dookie if I have to.
Hello, me!
Barrett, you really do just throw out that power whenever you get a chance to, don't you? Just on a loading screen door? Nope.
Nice work.
Jeez. What's my current quest say? Search for evidence. Okay. So I'm just gonna follow this quest marker. There's part of me that wants to like carefully search.
This
Oh,
looks
hello.
promising. This looks like administration. Company records. Bingo.
All right, relax, Barrett. I was gonna say part of me wants to like search this whole place, but like that's gonna be boring. I mean, what are we really gonna find here that's worth taking? I have a feeling this game doesn't have like... What's up with all the dead miners? You see this? What happened here? Because of all the set pieces here, I'm actually kind of changing my mind right now. I think I might do a thorough look around here. Like, even if we don't get any, and I wonder if these pests were the creatures. That he was hired to exterminate. Minor hard hat outfit? Yes, please. I'm almost 100% certain I've never gotten that one before. That sounds new and different. In fact, perfect. Now I look the part for this mission. Yeah, let's do a thorough look around here, and I think we're gonna go head down to the mines also. Obviously, we're gonna check this computer first because it may just end up leading us down that way. Actually, let's check the computer before we mess with that door, because we might be able to unlock the door from the computer. Mine status. Decommissioned. On 9/1/2309, which I think is like the date everything went down. Employees. Only 2 employees, apparently. Helgi Hawkson. Conducting an environmental impact study, which is incorporated in several upcoming land acquisition bids in 2310. Workstation Cavern Central Chamber. And Irvin Madani. Terminate local predator. Assist Dr. Heige with environmental impact study. Cavern Lab. I mean, it seems pretty clear that he was ordered to kill that creature. Memos, let's do it in order. Mine commissioned. Mine H363 has been commissioned for the standard 2-year contract or until the extraction is complete. So 6/25/2008, and I ran a good like year and a few months. Welcome, Dr. Hawkson. Dr. Hawkson has been assigned to the current active Hephaestus mines to evaluate the situation with the subsurface bacteria. He has full authority to conduct any experiments needed. Subsurface bacteria, huh? Extraction phase 2. Exactly on time. 6 months to phase 2. We have penetrated the subsurface layers of slime and biomass below the top layers of materials and have full local access. What's this about slime and biomass? Gases are escaping through the bacterial layers at a rate higher than the previous mines in this biome. But that has assisted in reducing the amount of biomass. Dr. Hawkson is investigating. Okay. Dead wildlife. The crew found a flock of dead creatures around the entrance to the mine today. They seem distressed or they seem diseased or starved, but we don't know why they came to the mine. Volatile gases update. The volatile gases that were previously requiring special protective gear here have plummeted below critical levels for the 4th straight week, as is the trend with mines after the first year of operation. Okay. Security. Mine 363 sent for security today when one of those local predators arrived to feast on the collection of dead carcasses nearby. We've started to burn their corpses in hopes that it will go away. Large predators have been circling the mine and attacking each other. Purpose is unclear. They are very violent, and security from Gargarin settlement is unprepared for this, so they left. We sent for further assistance. This could disrupt extraction. Welcome, Irvin Madani. Hephaestus has hired Irvin Madani to kill one of the main predators that hasn't left the area for weeks. See, I feel like we have so many logs and stuff saying that he was hired specifically to kill that predator that since their whole claim is based around like he killed that predator and that caused a collapse in the ecosystem, which led to the mine being useless or something, like clearly not. Like if you hired him to do that, why can't we just prove they hired him to do that and then he's absolved of all guilt, right? He will assist Dr. Helgi Hawkson, who is studying the strange predator behavior. Huh. predators are dead. Irvin Madani was able to kill the largest of the predators. Currently, no wildlife is at the mine anymore. Unrelatedly, the volatile gases from the extraction point are now fully depleted. This did not happen at the previous mines. Unrelatedly, they say, but then in court later they argued it was related. And that he was somehow at fault, even though that's what they hired him to do. First year. Year 1 is complete. We are now at full production. Site is expected to be fully depleted, far ahead of schedule due to the removed complication of volatile gases. New estimated depletion date 1/25/2309. Oh no, I'm right. Wait. I'm confused by the dates, but I'm just going to move on. Because, like, it looks to me like... I mean, you can read this only one way, right? Because there's not 25 months in the year. So this is like January 25th, 2309 is when they think it's going to be depleted. And this was written at the end of the first year on 6/25/2309. That doesn't make any sense, but okay. 8/1/2309, Irvin's contract is over. Irvin's contract is over, and no more predators or any wildlife have been found at the mine. It's a miracle. They sound real happy about it at the time. I feel like why can't we just lug this computer to the lawyer's office and be like, this is them confessing to everything, basically. Dr. Hodgson quit. Helgi unexpectedly quit today, citing ethics violations on a planetary scale. We really need to track down that like, he was for sure the other witness, right? That at the last minute recanted. Ethics violations on a planetary scale. Wow. Yeah, was really intrigued by, like, they're basically drilling through biomass and stuff to, like, get to the minerals, and it's releasing all these gases and stuff. They're probably doing some, like, unrecoverable ecological damage to this planet, and when he voiced his concerns about it after they hired him to do that environmental impact study, they basically, like, could decide they were going to cover it up and keep mining, so he resigned. I don't know why they say unexpectedly, but I mean, ethics violations on a planetary scale is insane, and it's insane that they'd put this in the logs. Because, like, okay, decommissioned. Hephaestus ordered the immediate closure of the mine and all others in the area, even though we are at peak extraction and efficiency. You know what I think happened? I think that other scientist, Heige or Heigl or whatever his name was going to testify that not only was Irvin not responsible for the collapse of this mine, and it doesn't even sound like this mine ever stopped being, like, it ever stopped producing. I think that was just a lie. But he must have reached some sort of, like, but they were going after him for it to, as a cover-up, because he discovered probably the same thing that the scientist discovered. Sorry, I just bumped my mic. So they went after him, and the scientists were going to testify at his trial and testify to all these basically, like, horrible things that Hephaestus was responsible for, like crazy ecological damage that could never be fixed, like serious bad guy stuff. But he reached some sort of agreement with the Hephaestus mining, company, like, if you end all your mining operations on Gagarin, which were like causing this major ecological damage, will you, if we do that, will you recount your testimony and not testify at Irvin's trial because we don't want, what we've done here to become a matter of public record? Like, let Irvin take the fall. And he agreed. I bet that's what we're going to find out. That's my prediction for right now. Mine will be sealed in the standard fashion. All equipment unrelated to extraction is to be left behind. Mine H363 has been decommissioned. All right, and let's hack into admin. Master lock. Ooh. We're going to get some juicy deets in here, I have a feeling. So the way that they said the mine was sealed like that leads me to believe that we wouldn't, like I was going to go down the elevator into the mine and look around because that's where all their workstations were and stuff. But it sounds like we maybe won't be able to do that. So I'm glad I checked out this computer first. Well, I mean, I would have found out one way or the other if I wasn't able to do the thing, but... I feel like I've already screwed up this lock, but... let's keep plugging away. Maybe we'll get lucky. No. No, I was just going too poorly. Better to start over. Guess the second ring is just a twofer there. This third ring's really weak too. I'm not sure what I can do here though, to be honest. Well, I can do that, I guess. Alright, so if I do that... oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, that works. Interesting. Let's start with Hygie's, because I'm really interested in what he found. Account status redacted. Unlock research terminal H363B. Terminal H363B, Irvin's research station, has been unlocked. Irvin Madani's research station. Last login September 2309. Account status redacted. Unlock research terminal H363B. Terminal H363B, Irvin's research station, has been unlocked. Okay.
All right. Now let's go find Irvin and Helgi's lab stations.
Interesting. So I feel like you wouldn't have been able to continue this part of the evidence gathering if you weren't able to hack a master lock. That's pretty intense. Let's go in here. Probably nothing worth seeing behind this door. But for the sake of doing a thorough search, we definitely need to go in here at the very least. Uh-oh. No, that was a mistake. Let's undo. Nope, that won't work either. Kind of not a lot of options on this, huh? I could... I mean, What even are my options? This is what I did before, right? And it was just a big dead end. Oh, I guess not. I must have done something a little bit differently last time. Sounds good to me. Let's do that and this, and then pray that we can finish the final ring. Which we can't because life sucks. Just kidding, we're good. Alright. Hello, useless room that I knew was going to be useless. Oh god, there's another lockpick I can do in here. Oh, there is, though. The Hephaestus Foreman's computer in here. I take it back. This might actually be worthwhile. Shockingly. Let's take a look. Foreman's log 1. We are still recovering from the collapse. The full death toll is unknown at the moment. But currently there are 13 confirmed dead. I'll be consulting with the head geologist about how best to move forward from this unfortunate incident. So there was a big collapse. I mean, that's certainly not going to have anything to do with killing an alpha predator. But it might have to do with, like, destroying a level of biomass that was supporting all the mines. While drilling, we seem to have stumbled upon a nest of some sort. We aren't certain of the species of creature it belonged to, but it seems to be deserted now. Maybe because of all the vibrations from the drilling. We will continue drilling once we know for certain the nest has been abandoned. Interesting. I'm not sure if that'll help our case at all, but some interesting additional world building about what happened here. It's just a novice lock, so hopefully this will be quick and painless. I mean, good stuff in there, so I'm not mad. Grab those bullets. Alright, so I thought it sounded like they sealed the mine up. So I thought there was no way we were going to actually get to go down inside the mine. Even though I had... Jeez, what happened here? Like, these miners that are all dead up here did not die from a mine collapse. It's almost like Hephaestus hired mercs to come in here and kill all the miners. That's... Either that or these creatures got in and killed them all, but like... It's crazy, honestly. I know I saw a way down. Was it up here? Do we have to go up to get down? Oh, it is up here. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Ow. Oh, for whatever reason, I wasn't expecting that to be a loading screen, but I probably should have expected as much. Yeah, those creatures are definitely here. Alright, there's a computer here that's not currently our main objective, so I'm going to check this one first. And then we'll go check the other computer. Head geologist's log. I've spoken with Foreman Shulman regarding the unfortunate collapse that occurred. He was recommending that we evacuate the rest of the mine in case of a total cave-in. To assuage his fears, I scanned the surrounding areas of the mine in an effort to prove its stability. What I found was quite encouraging. Continued drilling should pose no danger of a collapse. Although the veins we have been mining for some time are currently trapped beyond the collapsed area, I believe that there's a solution. We can dig around the collapse and circle our way back to those veins. I'm confident this course of action will be satisfactory for Mr. Shulman. I don't know. I don't trust this head geologist. Seems to be all we're going to get from that computer, though. Well, this is one of the two computers that we unlocked. We need to find them both, though. This is Irvin's. I want to find the other terminal, though. Let's go, Barrett. We've got a quest objective pointing to Irvin's terminal. So there's no hope that we can't find our way back to it, right? I want the other one. I know there's another one because I had to hack a master lock to unlock it. I restored access to it. It must exist. I would think it would be in this area, right? It's definitely not this one. Because that wouldn't make any... Hello. Glad I walked back in here. So far, yield has been stellar. The veins we are tapping continue to produce impressive quantities of nickel and aluminum, as well as other ores. What's better is the well shows no signs of drying up. Yield has only increased the deeper we dig. Yeah, it's just that head geologist's log. Might as well click it while I'm here. Archived memos. Experiment results. Irvin, they're not going to like what I have to say. And this was on that date, 9/1. Dr. Helgi Hawkson. Apex predators. Irvin, I've included your analysis in my papers, which I've sent to the main office. Thank you for helping me collect and analyze the data. I sincerely hope this makes a difference. Alright, so worth noting that I'm reading these in the opposite of the chronological order. Poisoned planet. Dr. Hawkson, the data tells a troubling story. Could the microbial colony network be poisoned by the chemicals from these mines? Could this cause a global collapse? Ooh. So it's really the microbial life being killed off that caused this ecological collapse, not some apex predator. But that's why this smaller... Oh, it all makes sense now. The mines were causing the death of this major layer of ecological biome, which caused the smaller creatures to come to the smaller predators, to come to this mine, seeking the nutrients that they could no longer get elsewhere, which caused the bigger predators to come here seeking the smaller predators.
It was the destruction of the bacterial colonies, not the apex predators.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying, Barrett.
They ruined the ecosystem here, and it had nothing to do with Irvin.
Yeah.
This is it. This is what Ellie needs to see.
Agreed. I have no idea where Barrett is right now. I was looking for him. Barrett, where are you? Oh, you're right here. Okay, cool. So it still has the search for evidence objective. Good. Because I'm not done here. Yeah, that right there. That's a thing. Ooh, there's something that way too. But that might just be the lawyer. Yeah, I guess let's hop down.
Lights are on down.
Oh! Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I just probably yelled in the mic. That quite literally jump scared me. I don't know why, but my body was not, I was not mentally prepared for combat at that moment. Holy crap. Oh man. Oh, it's a good thing I went to the bathroom before stream because I would have just shit my pants for sure. That scared the crap out of me. One of those few moments where, like, I kind of wish I filmed with a webcam. I mean, I don't, because I wouldn't be able to...
They don't need it now.
...stream as grungy as I am right now, but, yeah... that just scared the shit out of me. That was quite the jump. I am wide awake now. I'm wide awake and ready to stream for the next like 4 hours for sure, because I am I just got the motherload of adrenaline coursing through my veins from that creature attack. Oh my word. Oh my god, again, that startled me again.
What the?
Are we good, Barrett?
The evidence we found so far is compelling. But let's cross-reference it with the other terminals just to be sure.
Sounds good, man.
Okay. Let's keep looking around.
Yeah, I do want to keep looking around. I want to get to whatever's like 10 meters that way, but I'm not sure how. I'm starting to think maybe this is the one I should be following, because that 10 meters away but not accessible strikes me as maybe being the door that we came in to get here.
I know it's not uncommon for them to leave all this equipment behind, but it seems rushed.
Yeah, it does. Even the memo said they were removing all the equipment related to materials extraction, but it looks like they left a lot of that behind.
It's not uncommon for them to leave all this equipment behind. Twinsies!
Did he just yell twinsies when using his alien superpower that clones himself? It's hilarious. Barrett's funny. He's a funny guy. I'm just killing all you suckers on sight now because I don't want to be scared anymore. Get out of here. You adult pest, you. At this point in the game, they were just like, I am so sick of coming up with names for all these alien creatures. Can we just call this one Pest?
Oh, bad choice.
Barrett's off on his own little adventure right now, apparently. Now, as I noticed during Sarah's companion quest, they do scale the companion quest to your level.
Please.
So that you can...
I've done this 1,000 times.
Have fun with them no matter what level you do them at.
Come on. Let's finish this.
Which is great, but that means we have to be careful because we're still playing on very hard. So these critters are going to be doing a lot of damage.
I guess that was all.
Yeah, I think we're good for now, Barrett. Alright, here we go. Helgi Hoxton's computer. this is what I was most interested in. Like, I want to know about this ecological collapse. I think we sort of got the gist of it from Irvin's computer, but this is the guy who really cracked the case, right? On this computer, I think that chronological order is going to be up to down because this is his resignation. So let's check out studies. Oh, that's interesting. It updated our quest objective without me even clicking into any of these, but let's do bottom to top here because ecosystem collapse seems like the final conclusion. Apex predator species. If a local queen, gyne, in the regional hive of apex predators dies, one of the drones is promoted to queen by consuming the remains of the previous queen. The process of promotion takes several months. Interesting. Similar to bees. I don't know if consuming the previous queen has anything to do with it when it comes to the bees, but one of the other females in the hive basically like becomes queen and develops the characteristics of a queen bee in the case that the queen dies or something like that. At least I think that's how it works. If you're a beekeeper, I was going to say the correct name for that profession. I know it's like something. Apiary, I think, is a real word related to that. but I stopped myself because I was like, I actually don't know what apiologist. No, that sounds wrong. All right. I want to read the rest of these, of course. Microbial colonies. Below the surface of Gagarin exists a vast microbial colony network that spans much of the planet. These colonies contain many species of microbes working together to convert dust and organic material in the soil. Without these colonies, Gagarin's entire ecosystem would be devastated. Full report is sent to main office. Apex predator reproduction. The apex predator species is an important component of the Gagarin ecosystem. The species is eusocial and has a strict caste structure with drones, defenders, and a primary reproductive gyne or a queen. Again, very similar to bees. The gyne of each region reproduces irregularly, and waste produced by the nesting process is used exclusively by the soil microbes to form massive colonies below the surface. Interesting. So it's almost like there are these bees that are also the apex predator on this planet, and they produce honey, which is then used by the microbial. It's a symbiotic relationship. So, either of them being removed from the ecosystem could cause the ecological collapse they were afraid of. Full report sent to main office. I don't know why it backs me out to the main menu every time. I'm not doing that intentionally. I might be misclicking, but seems to just work that way. Ecosystem collapse. Conclusion. Biochemical analysis of subsurface bacterial colonies reveals near total collapse caused by the gases released by the mining processes. Killing apex predators devastates a local colony temporarily, but they can rebound. So, killing the apex predators was not the reason for the ecological collapse. It was the mining. The chemicals released from the mines, however, are 95% responsible for the collapse of the ecosystem. My full report, including data, methodology, and analysis, will be sent directly to the main office. That's weird. There's like a second page, but like it makes me think of like a Word document. Like if someone sends you a Word document and it's 2 pages, but like it's because they left some extra space at the end by accident that it went on to a second page. So they must have some automatic system in this game where if you like create a fake in-universe computer log entry or email and it's a certain length, it'll like automatically put in the like the multiple pages that you can go to with the bumpers. Well, so I think it like the actual developer like accidentally left too much space at the end of this, and it created this like extra page thing. It's so funny. Right. Due to witnessing numerous ethics violations at Hephaestus, I quit. Probably after they refused to listen to his dire warning. This is my 180th report about the severity of the situation. What Hephaestus is doing in these mines will cause the biome to become unstable in the short term, and it will ruin our environment permanently in the long run. Read my studies if this is unclear. If anyone reads this at all, what a waste.
Seems like Helgi tried to do the right thing here.
Yeah.
I'm sure Ellie would want to see this. He's citing numerous ethics violations dating back to before Irvin's time, and Hephaestus just ignored him.
Yeah, man, it's looking pretty bad. Pretty bad. You have anything you want to talk to me about regarding this mission we're on?
Well, there it is. They hired Dr. Hawkson to study the gases and how it related to the mineral extraction process. Standard studies. But he discovered that the extraction process was damaging the ecosystem. Irvin's mentioned here, but his impact on that is clearly unrelated.
I agree. The company had him over. The company. Oh my goodness, I can't speak. The company had a motive. These documents show that.
Exactly. This is undeniable. The ecosystem was suffering long before Irvin arrived.
You got a copy of this data, right?
That's right. I'm sure Ellie has people that can verify its authenticity. And if not, they can always come here. Should be a lot smoother investigation after evicting a few of the tenants.
Good work, detective.
Let's get out of here. This place creeps me out now.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. But I am actually going to keep looking around because there's this whole like underneath area. And I'm very curious like why add all these extra details if there's nothing else to see here. Like look at all this. Look at how big this place is. I definitely don't want to step in whatever that is. Palladium. Sorry, I had to do like a triple take. I was like, what? What is that again? Beam Pest. Level 120 elite.
Do this all day long.
We're definitely going down to where this queen is to see if there's anything interesting.
Oh, good. My turn. I wonder if those things moved in after Hephaestus left. These things chased them out.
So theoretically, killing the queen should cause this colony's collapse. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing here, really, at this point, if I'm being honest with you. Like, there's just all this interesting, like, set piece and, like a mini-boss and everything down here. It seems unusual for them to have put so much work into this place if there's nothing to see down here, but maybe they just felt it wouldn't have seemed very realistic if this place was very small, right? I don't know. It was cool. It's cool looking around there. Some interesting plants. Angry adult. Oh god.
Just gone.
Oh no! I don't want to die right now. Hold on. So we just saw how low my health was.
Come on!
Barrett, I need your help, buddy. Can you get that thing off me for a second so I can recover some health? And reload my gun.
Okay, that hurts.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Can't believe I worked my way through this whole freaking mine and like nothing did me any damage, and then as I'm making my way out of here,
You're not alone.
I almost died of these freaking things. Oh god, oh no. Mistakes were made.
Someone order extra Barrett. God, yikes! Watch it!
Fun fighting things with him just to hear all of his one-liners for summoning his little double. Goodness gracious. Oh my lord, where are these things freaking coming from? They keep startling the crap out of me. I have less than 1,000 bullets left in this gun. This is not good. I should have just gotten out of this place when I had the chance. Now I'm all turned around and I honestly don't even know where to go to get out of here. I thought I was heading back towards the entrance, but then like that keeps not being the case. Like, I've clearly never been here before. Expert locked room. Another dead scientist. Staircase. Okay, well, let's unlock this. I mean, I feel like we've got the smoking gun, right? We're gonna take these Hephaestus jerks down, but I feel like I'm very on the cusp of feeling like I've done a good explore of this place, and so I want that dopamine. I want my dopamine hit from feeling like I did a good explore. And y'all can't stop me.
Always
I'm
a
gonna
pleasure watching you work.
get it. 78 credits. I bet that's the only thing I'll leave this place with. Yeah, I don't see anything else in here worth taking. Alright, let's go up this staircase, I guess. I don't know where I am. This is actually kind of weird. Alright, I've been here for sure. I must have just never gone down that staircase. Because I definitely opened those lockers. Yeah, here we go. Okay, this is the way back up. I'm feeling pretty good about that explore. After investigating mine H363, we discovered that Irvin was not responsible for the ecological disaster that befell the mine. We should return to Ellie Yankton in Gagarin and deliver the good news. I was really hoping, and maybe this will still happen, that we were going to go track down that scientist if he's still alive and get him to, you know, change his mind about testifying. There's some more like outbuildings around here that I'm gonna just scope out real quick. Kill the rest of these pests while I'm at it. Oh, see, this is like a locked door and everything. Okay. Again, I think we've got like the main thing we need. But I'll feel good if I get a good explore done and I feel confident we found everything we could. Some bullets. Oh my god. I genuinely think that's the first safe I've discovered in this entire playthrough that hasn't been logged. Like, that's actually freaking insane to me. This is episode what? 103? That means at least like 250 hours of gameplay. And that's just on this playthrough. So it's crazy to like, for that to be the first time I've ever encountered that situation. I guess this isn't actually another outbuilding, so we're good. Alright, let's get out of here, Barrett. I'm feeling good. Let's bring the evidence to Ellie. Critical hits against an enemy ship can rarely kill its entire crew, leaving it dead in the water. Wow, I did not know that.
Ellie
That's
is still
crazy.
taking names and holding people accountable around here.
I'm sure she is. We already met with her, man. I think you're a little late on that dialogue, but that's okay. Let's head back to her office.
Ellie! Hello?
Welcome back, detectives.
Ellie, I sent you all the data from the mine already. As I'm sure you know.
Yes, I've been reviewing it. Sit down. Let's have a chat about it.
All right, before I sit down, though... yeah, I thought this might be the case. Hold on. I think it would behoove us, especially... Maybe I should have done this the first time we were here. But I'm going to do it now for sure. Let's make sure she's not on the Hephaestus payroll. Archived cases. All information is confidential, only displaying top 3 recently accessed cases. All other cases are archived. Irvin Madani versus Hephaestus Mining Company. Yeah. Oh, I for sure should have done this before. But that ship is sailed. The best we can do is just do it now. And hope we don't discover anything bad. Now that it's too late to do anything about it. We already sent her all our evidence. I'm worried she's going to be part of a cover-up or some nonsense. Yeah, and then this. Ooh. Charge poaching, environmental tampering. Ruling Irvin Madani was found guilty in order to pay restitutions to the Gagarin people and the Gagarin Mining Company. The Gagarin Mining Company? You mean Hephaestus? Madani was not present at the court ruling and did not send an explanation for his absence. The court found this to be disrespectful and ruled swiftly in favor of the plaintiff. Status reopened. Witness Haigi, so was HH. Was a hired zoologist and ecologist who worked for the Gagarin Mining Company. I guess it's also, called the Gagarin Mining Company. He quit his job citing ethics violations, forced him to speak about details under oath. Irvin Madani's hunting license. Status missing. Check with Town Hall records if Irvin doesn't have a copy already. Would need Irvin's application number, likely sent to his home. So I could have gotten some clues about how to investigate from here, but it does seem like the lawyer's on the up and up, which is making me feel a lot better about not doing this until now. Irvin Madani's employment records. Missing. Waiting on documentation from the defendant. Arguments. Irvin Madani knowingly and illegally killed a creature critical to the survival of the Gagarin ecosystem. The defense maintains that Madani was hired by Gagarin Mining Company to exterminate an aggressive creature and concealed any information about environmental effects from Mr. Madani. Yeah, we now have evidence for that. Mining company contract. Status unconfirmed. Company claims they hired Irvin only to monitor the creature, not kill it. Lies. The item was not supplied to the defense for investigation, cannot be verified as a real document. Alright, good. Let's look at this unnamed workers versus Hephaestus Mining Corp. Because that might be interesting and related to what we're doing. Several miners have been harmed while working for Hephaestus Mining Corporation. The company was responsible for their safety equipment, which is described by witnesses as faulty and expired. Status dismissed. Interesting. Dr. Kiala versus Gagarin City Government. I think this is just some world building stuff, but I want to see it anyway. You know me. I don't... How the hell? How the hell do you solve this lock? Is this even possible? It's kind of feeling like no. Oh, no, I can do that. Okay. Uh-oh. That last move might have been a mistake. I can do this. Well, okay, so if this was a mistake, then maybe this is not a mistake. Perfect. Yeah, there we go. Dr. Kiala's medical clinic was scheduled for a government-supported upgrade to all equipment, but after Dr. Kiala was a key witness for a recent case against the mining corporations, her clinic lost all funding. She believes this is retaliation. Status dismissed. She has lost, like, all of her cases, huh? I don't know about that. I guess it's too late to go with another lawyer at this point. New cases. Case 1291, Clint DeHaven versus Gagarin City Government pending. Case 1292, A. Barrett versus Hephaestus Mining Corporation on behalf of Irvin Madani, deceased, pending. All right, I don't know what's going to happen in this conversation, but since we just read all of that, let's go ahead and save before we engage.
Welcome back, you two. How was the trip to the mine?
You're gonna love this, Ellie.
You can tell her, Barrett. It's your case.
Okay, someone better tell me. Come on.
We found the coordinates to Irvin's old work site and went there. Huge battle. Fire, explosions. Pew, 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 pew.
Maybe I should have
Barrett,
told the story.
Please.
You should have seen the plants in there, too. Weird stuff. Anyway, you read over the documents we found there, right? What do you think?
What you both found in that mine is remarkable. These documents show that the chemicals released by the mining process contaminated the ecology even before Irvin was tasked with removing the predators. And they also show that Helgi informed Hephaestus of the issue, and it was repeatedly ignored. And with that, I think we've got ourselves a case, my friends.
Yeah, Ellie's
Yes!
feeling good about it.
That's what I wanted to hear, Ellie. Woo!
Yes, but it's still likely to lose. Because what we really need now is Helgi as our witness, and that is a problem.
Why is that a problem?
Helgi isn't an ideal witness at all. He was our star witness the first time, and he never showed up.
Yeah,
Plus,
but there
he's
must
got
be
a
a reason.
reputation around town. After he quit, he went a bit weird.
I can handle a bit weird. I know the captain can, too.
Clearly. But the judge might feel
Clearly,
differently.
what's that supposed to mean,
It
Ellie?
might be worth finding some character witnesses, too, while you're looking for him.
That's understandable.
I'm glad you're taking it in stride. It's just, for a case with this much science, we need the man who wrote the claims to back them up. Maybe even explain it in layman's terms.
Where can we find him?
That's also a bit tricky. He's hard to find. Doesn't really stay in one place for long.
Can we go to court without Helgi?
We could, but I think we'd lose the case, bluntly. We can verify these documents are real, but Hephaestus can counter by attacking Helgi's character. They'll label him a disgruntled employee and then find a dozen independent scientists to confirm Irvin was at fault. But with Helgi in court, he can explain the science and help me challenge any countering theories during cross-examination.
Gagarin isn't huge. We'll look around.
You might ask Dr. Kiala. She checks up on folks who fall through the cracks sometimes. You'd have to convince her to tell you where he is. That might be hard.
I'm pretty sure I've
Sounds
done
like
her
we're making a
favors
stop
before,
at the med
so.
clinic. We'll be back when we convince Helgi to be a witness.
Listen, if he refuses, then he refuses. Can't force him.
Yeah, we don't want to press him too hard. The last thing we need is him refuting what he wrote. This is going to take a light touch, but I think we can handle it.
All right. This outfit is wild. All right, talk to Dr. Kiela about Helgi and optional find a potential character witness. Despite obtaining the evidence to clear Irvin's name, Ellie believes we still need to find a witness to testify. She believes Dr. Helgi Hoxton is still in Gagarin and may be willing to cooperate. All right, let's take a look.
Do you have a ship?
I do.
Have you ever met a pirate? Were you scared? I wouldn't be.
Let me tell you, I actually single-handedly took down the entire Crimson. Where you? You're not interested in hearing that? Okay. All right, so I feel like I have a good idea where I want to start. So I was looking around because I wanted to see.
Share the catwalks, all right? I don't want to have to fish anyone else out of the canyon.
I want to see if the so-called character witness was marked as an objective on my screen, but it's not. However, I feel like I had a clue on Irvin's computer about this that I didn't really register as important at the time, but it came back to me just now. And it had to do with him, like, going to get a drink with all the miners. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Ugh. Well, that was frustrating. I didn't want to fall down there.
Bar. So many swear words.
Yeah, hilarious. Speaking of Lizzie's Bar, that's exactly what I'm trying to find right now. Ooh, wait, what's this? Oh, right, because Reliant Medical and the clinic are different things. I would like to pretend I knew that, so I haven't done a favor for anyone in the clinic. I'm so lost right now. Gagarin's like compact, but it's got all this verticality, which makes it, and it all looks very samey. So I frequently find myself struggling to find things I'm looking for. Like, where is Lizzie's Bar? Why am I having so much trouble finding it? Is it this? It might just be this.
They said Arcmite coming here was gonna bring jobs. Then they automate half their damn factory. Ingrates.
Lizzie.
Happy to take your credits anytime.
You from off-world? Well, if you like your destinations hot and dusty, Gagarin's got you covered.
Buzz off, all right?
I'm looking for literally any named NPC, but I am not having good luck right now.
Someone painted some choice words on the front of the Arcmite factory the other day. The robots took it down pretty quick, though.
I feel like I'm getting hints that there might be some side quest here related to that Arcmite factory. But,
if you're looking for something special, just ask.
How about you, Clint?
Taking in the collection? Quite you're welcome, so long as we're
actually,
trade in a little bit of everything here. Let me just bring that up.
These, please. There was that engineer down
I
here
remember
that's
watching
writing a
shiny
novel.
new mechs rolling onto ships at the port. Been a
Where are
long time
they?
since then.
What can I
wanna
do for
talk
you?
to. Ooh, yeah, it was you, right? Misaki.
I wonder if
you're
there
here
are
to
any
collect your
mining
copy
jobs
of my
on
book,
Mars these
you're
days.
just a little early.
I could put up with some
Later.
dust. Well, different dust.
Dude. Resisting urge to make my usual comment about dialogue prioritization, because I didn't hear a blessed thing either of those NPCs said since they were talking over each other. Century Mills. I don't think I've ever been in this building before.
Gagarin has been struggling for years.
Security's usually good about keeping out strays, but keep your eyes open at night for dust devils and prong wings, okay?
Basically looking around for named NPCs.
Centauri Mills sees a lot of potential in Gagarin. All the security of a UC city, but at a fraction of the cost.
Yeah, I'm happy for you, man. Yes. Sorry, this is probably like
You been to Clint's
painfully boring
recently?
to watch, but I
get
just I
crushed
don't know
over
what else to. If the game's not going to give me like a quest marker for this, we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Let's check with these. These are the folks I've done a favor for before, so maybe they can help me out. Can I talk to you?
Look, I can make a little time, but I'm pretty swamped.
Don't worry about it. You apparently don't have anything.
You don't look
you're
so
just
good.
a citizen.
You should pay Doc Kayala a visit.
Yeah, I'll go talk to her
Corporate will
maybe.
be very interested to hear that Maldonado was involved in this little caper. I expect some new data protections to come down after this.
Right, so Barrett, can you not do that?
Is
Helena.
there some reason for your visit?
There is. Helena, talk to me.
Well, if this isn't urgent, have my
Oh
assistant.
my god, okay, never mind. Just kidding.
You have not been authorized to direct these.
Ain't no one trying to direct you, man. Where's my favorite security officer? Yes, Delito. How long have you been
Nice
working
to talk to someone when they're not in. Should get back to it anyway.
here? Okay. I mean, at this point, I've spoken to every named
I was thinking
NPC
about going for a hike
know
outside the canyon.
in Gagarin. The only thing I can think of to do, which I've definitely not done yet. Oh, there's like an underside
Look like
to
the
Lizzie's.
welcoming committee or something? Then get out of my face.
Who are you, citizen?
Half the city was shut down the other day for a corporate investment tour. I had to hike the damn canyon floor just to get to work.
Kid. I was gonna say the only other thing I can think to do is to maybe go try to talk to some of the miners near the foundry. Oh, and I just thought of another named NPC that I can go check in. Who is this?
You have any problems? You should talk
No
to
one
Chief
important.
Gagarin was the one industry city for a long time. Now, we got a little bit of everything.
I know a guy who just got a job at the Centauri Mills plant.
Citizen
Won't say
miner.
what they
believe
pay,
my break is
but
almost
his
over
outfits
already.
Sure have gotten
Darn it!
nicer.
I was hoping the one we sold the
I don't
ID
miss
card
all the
from.
extra heat from the old forges, that's for sure.
Can I go in here? No. Okay. So the other named NPC I just thought of is the UC recruitment lady who I've also done. Well, I did a favor for her in an alternative timeline. So it's not like she actually owes us one, but she might be willing to talk to us at least. If I can remember where that is. And I'm actually kind of struggling right now to find it. There was a time when I had an objective to go talk to her. I might actually still have that, right? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I thought it was up there. I couldn't see it, though, when I was up there. Oh. Okay.
Hello there. How can I be of service? Take care of yourself.
Okay, game, I get it. I don't know. I don't know. Optional find a potential character witness, I guess, is not going to happen. I feel bad. Like, I feel like that's an important thing for us to do. But I don't know.
Smells like the Centauri Mills plant.
How I'm supposed to go about doing that. My like last desperate ditch effort is to maybe talk to the well, I was gonna say ship services tech, but maybe there's not even one of them here in Gagarin now that I think about it.
I'm not supposed to run on the walkways anymore.
Oh man, I feel awful. Wait.
A hazmat squad came through here the other day.
Oh, that's just Bonifac.
Can you make it quick?
Reliance,
Public always here when you need us.
Heading home for the night. Alright, okay, fine. Roy, are you a named NPC? Of course not.
Do you need medical assistance? Are you injured?
I am injured, but that's not why I'm here.
Is there something I can help you two with?
Do you happen to know Dr. Helgi Hodgson? We're trying to get his help with something.
Sorry, who are you exactly?
We're detectives. Self-taught and unaffiliated. Freelance detectives. With the emphasis on the free part.
Wait, what? Detectives? Sorry, I don't think I know what you're talking about.
Do you treat a lot of mine workers?
I treat anyone who walks in my doors, if I'm able to.
Ooh, Dr. Kiel is being sussy. Does the name Irvin Madani sound familiar?
No, not really. I mean, there's Irvin the Slaughterer and Irvin the Scourge of Gagarin, but I doubt that's the same person, right?
Well, we are looking for someone named Helgi.
I'm sorry, I'm not a tour guide. You'll have to ask somebody else.
We're trying to help him. And Gagarin, actually.
Did Helgi ever talk about working for Hephaestus?
Only every single time I see him. But listen, I don't have time to chat.
Oh my god. This woman's like, I don't know who you're talking about. And then I'm like, did Helgi ever mention working for Hephaestus? She's like, every time I see him, haha. Oh wait, I was just saying how I don't know who that is. We're working for Ellie Yankton on a court case. It's for a good cause.
Ellie's a good person. That bodes well, but I can't violate my oaths. I'm sorry. Listen.
So now it has something to do with your oaths?
I can say that Helgi took up a job working at Clint's store just down the way. I saw him there stacking boxes the last time I picked up an order. I've got to get back to my work here, so if there's nothing else...
Would you vouch for Helgi's character?
If it's patient medical records you're after, I'll remind you, I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
Only as it pertains to his oh my goodness. Only as it pertains...
Interesting. Have you had episodes like this before?
Can you be patient with me, Doctor? Yes, I know I'm a stutterer. I stumble in my speech very often. There's no reason for you to make fun of me, Doc. Only as it pertains to his coherence at trial.
We're thinking of taking Hephaestus to court with Dr. Hodgson as a witness. Now, given his situation, we're worried the defense might cast aspersions on his character, even question his mental health.
That's unfortunate, but not surprising. Look, if he agrees to testify and grants me permission, I could vouch for his well-being.
Thanks, Doc. If he does end up testifying, we'll definitely need you for the trial. Ellie Yankton will be in touch.
No promises, given patient confidentiality, but I'll do my best.
Okay. So, so sorry for spending so long looking around the entire city of Gagarin for this character witness. Apparently, this doctor we needed to talk to and the character witness were the same person. Wow, look at that.
I need to get back to my work now, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Just one sec. Okay. All right, Clint is one of the people we've already spoken to in our search for...
Gagarin's not an easy place to live. Nice to finally be getting some new neighbors.
The Terrabrew kiosk still busted? I swear, last time that thing worked,
May not
there were
look
still
like much,
humans on
but there are
Earth.
some quality pieces in here. Just gotta find them.
Do you know anyone named Helgi? Trying to find him.
Funny you ask, because I'd like to know too. He owes me a sizable debt.
When did you see him last?
I've seen him around, but never in one place, except when he needs money. I offered him a job, but he showed up to work drunk one day and I had to let him go. I don't have any ill will toward him. Sure, the credits I'd like to have back, but only because it'll mean he's gotten his life together.
Well, that's nice of you to say, at least. How much does he owe you?
Enough that he's no longer allowed in my store. I don't like denying service to anyone, but it's the principle of the matter.
Yeah, I have a feeling that it's not like he's mentally ill or anything. He's just become like a drunk because he's become real jaded about the world and down on himself for not being able to do anything about it. We're hoping to get him to be a witness in a case.
I don't want to be mixed up with anything like that.
There's always a way to work these things out for everyone's benefit.
I really doubt it.
What the hell? We seem to be... oh man, I'm gonna be so salty if I don't even know how far back it would set me if I have to reload because of a failed persuade. I should have saved before talking to this guy, of course, but I am like an idiot, so I didn't. We seem to be talking past each other, but I'm sure we can come to an understanding about this.
That's all just talk. Doesn't change anything.
Oh my god. I know you'd like to help me if you could.
Yeah, I hope so.
That's what I like to hear.
I'm still willing to talk.
All right, fine. I don't know where he is, but ask Lizzie up at the bar.
Oh
She knows everybody.
Speaking of places I've already been. Would you vouch for Helgi's character? Oh, apparently everyone along this chain, we can talk into that.
You sure you got the right person? Helgi and I have had several run-ins in the past.
I'm sure it's all water under the bridge.
For me, yes. But there's a lot of water.
We just need someone to serve as his character witness, given your long-standing reputation in the city.
Sure, I can say a few words. I like Helgi, but fair warning, I'm not gonna lie for him. If I'm testifying under oath, it'll be full of the good and the bad.
Wouldn't expect anything less.
I might have just made a mistake by asking him to
We're
do
not
that,
supposed
but...
to leave the canyon. Too dangerous.
Alright, Lizzie's next up on
They're
the
conscripting
agenda.
security to search all the abandoned buildings for heat.
Coldest drinks in Gagarin.
Ah, yes.
The detectives. I heard about you.
Ooh, word's getting around.
A reputation already? I'm impressed.
Me too, Barrett.
Slow news day, I guess.
I guess so, damn. Heard you were someone who can help locate people. Can you help us find somebody?
There are very few secrets here in Gagarin, my friend.
That's what I like to
Just
hear.
makes the ones that exist much more expensive.
It is
Barrett.
what it is.
Oh, Barrett. Heard you were someone who can help locate people.
I serve drinks here, friend.
We were told that you are a local crime.
We serve drinks here. Here's a list of our specials for today.
There's nothing on here.
Oh, that's strange. Here, let me fix that. Don't worry, it's just the one sale today.
Oh, right. Of course, it's a number. Here you go, Captain. All yours.
Did Barrett just hand me 4,000 credits to bribe her with? Do you have any work that we could do in exchange for his location? Interesting. She had me do a really interesting job where I had to like break into this star station where the power was all messed up to like steal a crate of wine. Why am I like so broken in my head that I never remember to save before engaging in these dialogues? Because now I'm in the same boat again.
Hey, still in there?
We just need a location, nothing fancy.
The service I provide is worth quite a lot.
Wow, she has a massive persuade wheel. We better start with this +4, but I don't know how well this is going to go. Who knows how long it'll be before you get another offer.
Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point.
Sure, we can work something out.
I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here.
I'm glad you're starting to come around to my point of view.
I'm trying to be reasonable here.
I'm sure we can work something out.
I hear you. All right, all right. Consider it a favor. Sending the coordinates now.
Would you vouch for Helgi's character?
Wait. So let me get this straight. You want the bartender to testify he's not a lousy drunk?
That's the angle we're going with, yes.
All right, I'm no lawyer, but seems like a bad move. Also, it sounds like work. And I don't work for free.
If it's about creds, you might earn a lot of brownie points with the locals if you helped with that. Points they'd spend at your bar.
As long as I'm still alive to spend it. But fine. If you get Helgi to show up, I'll take some of the heat off of him. Don't cook yourself out there.
Again,
Welcome back.
Finally
So,
starting to cool off.
Hello, how'd I never notice this? Permanently increases tool grip, weapon damage by an additional 2%. Honestly, I have no idea what tool grip weapon damage means.
I'm ready to get back out there.
Probably that like two-handed weapons, like the Hey, can I talk to you again?
I'm Dr. Kayala. Are you a new patient?
Oh shit.
I need to get back to my work now, if you don't
All right,
mind.
hold on. Let's
I'm
try
Dr.
that again.
Kayala. Are you a new patient? If you're a UC citizen, I can look you up, get your benefits processed once we've done a workup.
Process my benefits, not sure I follow.
Oh, well, the UC subsidizes the costs of all services for its citizens, healthcare and beyond. Hard part is, you've got to earn your citizenship first, doing some job for the UC for X number of years. I got mine serving as a doctor in an at-need area, as they lovingly refer to Gagarin. Other folks, they've done it through scientific service, diplomatic posts. Heck, you could even go over and talk to Zenaida about joining the Vanguard. They'll get you your citizenship in no time flat. Or so says Zenaida.
Well, I'm having major deja vu that I've had this conversation with her before, but, no, I just wanted to say hello.
Oh. Well, hello right back at you. If you're ever in need of medical services, you just let me know.
All right, thanks, Doc. Do you like being a doctor?
I like helping people. I grew up around here, so I already knew basically all of my patients from day one. My parents both worked the mines, and I saw how hard that can be on the body. Made me want to help folks around here.
All right, cool.
I need to get back to my work now, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no problem. Sorry, I was just like, we got all three of them to agree to be character witnesses. So I was just wanted to check in with her and see if I could.
It's easy to take a sudden trip around here.
Like re-choose her to be the main one, because if I get to choose.
On Gagarin?
But I guess we either now have 3 character witnesses, or at some point I'm going to get to choose which of the 3 to use. Or the lawyer will choose. I don't know. What am I trying to do right now, anyway? Convince Helgi to wow. Convince Helgi to testify. And he's apparently in here. Hello.
I don't suppose you're here to tell me I've won a ticket to a new planet, huh?
Sorry, Doctor. Not today. We came to Gagarin to investigate Irvin Mandani's contract with the mining company a long time ago. Ring any bells?
Irvin, yeah. Biologist. Hunter. Yeah, I remember him. Why? Who are you people?
Oh man, again. As soon as I clicked it, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, you idiot. Why did you not do a save before having this very important and vital NPC conversation? I don't know. That's a rude thing to say. We want to discuss something you two worked on.
Then find a history slate. An ancient history slate. Because that's what it is.
Please. Irvin was once one of your colleagues. He was the one Hephaestus blamed for an ecological disaster about 20 years ago. Do you remember any of that?
No, I don't remember lies.
Oh man, I feel like I'm already making mistakes in this dialogue and I don't have a save file. I feel like... This feels like a really important choice, this dialogue right here. Like, will revealing that Irvin was Barrett's husband gain his sympathy? Will this appeal to him? He once cared about stopping them from doing more harm. Will the new evidence appeal to him? I mean, all the evidence we have is his report, which did nothing at the time, so... I'm gonna try this one. Irvin was Barrett's husband. We're just looking for answers.
He passed on. That's a kick in the pants, isn't it? Well, sorry for your loss and all that, but I can't bring back the dead or anything. So you can go now. Thanks.
Look, I know this is strange. We show up out of the blue, about things that happened decades ago. But right now, nobody save us knows the truth. And that means we're the only ones who can clear Irvin's name.
We know about Hephaestus and how you tried to warn them about the collapse of the ecosystem.
And what of it? You probably think the sky is blue too. Well, you'd be wrong. It's whatever color Hephaestus says it is.
Only if you let them. You're a scientist. Your words matter. That's why we need you to testify.
Ew, you shouldn't have said testify, Barrett.
The trial is over, the verdict rendered. In case you two clowns didn't get the memo.
Why are you so reluctant to even try?
Because I tried before, and they threatened me. 20 years ago. I still wake up in fear almost every night. They said if I ever left Gagarin, I left my wife to protect her. She didn't deserve any of this. Any of my mess.
Wow, they really put him through it. I'm not going to ask this. What do you remember about the case?
I remember not to talk with people who come asking questions about powerful corporations.
Ellie Yankton's reopened the case.
Ellie Yankton? But why? It doesn't matter. Nothing's changed.
Ugh, well, here it is. The persuade to end all persuades. We need to get through this. I'm just taking a moment to take it all in. We've got new evidence. All we need is for you to testify. It's valid.
I can't. I cannot do that. Why is this so hard to understand here?
I feel like this is big right here. Now, notably, these are all green, and like manipulation, I think, is me using my internal neuroamp or neuromod. So I don't like doing that to people. God, it's not even called neuromod in this game, is it? What is it called? I think neuroamp. Right? Yeah. Yeah, this is special based on the conversations we've had around town. So I'm going to choose this one. Dr. Kiela said you... well, this is a grammatical error, but... Dr. Kiela said you talk about Hephaestus a lot. Clearly this has been bothering you.
Yeah, been a thorn in my side, back and foot for 20 years. Maybe it's time I just pull it out.
All right, this conversation's going in the right direction. We can't do the trial with the evidence alone. We need your knowledge.
You got a point. Hephaestus' scientists will just say my theories are unfounded without me to defend them.
This case may be old, but it's important.
You may be right.
Winning this case would stop mining companies from doing this in the future.
Not just the future. I know about a dozen cases that got the same treatment. If I'm going to go down, I might as well empty the clip.
I like this guy. I really hope we can convince him. Just tell me and I'll get out of your hair. This seems like a weird dialogue choice. I'm just anxious to be done with this because I'm worried I'm going to fail at any moment, but I already used this dialogue and it succeeded, so I'm going to click it again. This case may be old, but it's important.
Yeah, you may have a point.
I'm sure we can work something out.
I hear you. Fine, you've convinced me. I'd be willing to testify on one condition. I want to know what happened to Irvin. Because when he disappeared, let's just say I had an epiphany. Hephaestus didn't need to say a word. That's when I knew the threats against me and my family were real.
Dr. Hawkson, it wasn't Hephaestus that took Irvin's life. It was the war.
Barrett's
Irvin
fully
was just
clipped
in
through
the
the wall
wrong
at this
place at the
point.
wrong time. Caught in the crossfire.
Then I am sorry for your loss. It won't change the past for either of us. But I will testify. And maybe, wherever Irvin is, he'll be glad that we can finally stick it to those assholes at Hephaestus.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, don't get all mushy on me now. I need a drink.
Yeah, just no drinks before the trial, okay?
Tell Miss Yankton I'll testify, and do whatever else she needs from me.
Barrett, where are you right now, buddy? Did you fall? Alright, well, whatever. Back to the lawyer's office we go.
Oh, man. Could I use a vacation?
All these fancy new businesses going up, and we still can't get them to open up a chunks.
I love that these law offices are instanced areas,
Helgi
so I get
agreeing
an
to
autosave
testify
every
is
time.
a great help. We might need witnesses to vouch for his character, though. Someone in security, maybe?
Someone in security, maybe. Alright, Barrett, you've convinced me to go talk to more people. Because that's not one of the options I found.
I heard there's a bunch of old abandoned mines in your town.
That almost sounds like a side quest, but I'm in the middle of something right now, little girl.
Be careful. If the heat doesn't kill you,
Where am I right now? I am so turned around.
End of the colony war hit Gagarin.
Now, this is gonna be really funny if this lady is like one of the people
Could
who can get
use
to
a little
testify, because I
chit-chat
talked
after
to
the
her
day
when I
I've
was
had.
looking for people, and
Help you with something?
Why do I suddenly have these dialogue options? Do you know anyone named Helgi? Trying to find him.
If you need to file a report on him, please use the computer there.
How long would that take?
5 to 10 business days. Now please, move on.
Any way I can expedite that process?
Not unless you can fund Town Hall's reconstruction.
I'm working with Ellie Yankton.
Good. She could use their help. She would agree that following procedure by filing their report is your best option, legally.
Let's get back to Ellie. She'll want to know how this went. Hey,
If one
I have an
more
idea.
corporate exec
Quick huddle.
asks for security
excuse us,
escort to
folks.
their ship,
Important
I might
detective
just hit
business
someone.
here.
Would you vouch for Helgi's character?
Depends on what we're talking about. What's this for?
We need him to serve as a witness in a trial.
All right. And what's that got to do with me?
Well, we're concerned the defense might have an unkind word or two about the doctor during cross-examination.
By doctor, you mean Helgi. It's true. We brought him in for a D&D, but he spent half the time apologizing and even helped clean up the mess the next day. He's all right in my book. And keep in mind, it's a very big book. It's got the name of every criminal, delinquent, and rule breaker in Gagarin. But you won't find Helgi's name inside.
That's good to hear. If we need you, Ellie Yankton will be in touch.
Yeah. Have her ping my secretary. Be safe.
All right. Okay, so cool. So we got one extra character witness thanks to Barrett's like a weird random dialogue tip that maybe a security guard would be a good character witness. And it sounds like she would be a good one. She's also a very respectable figure around town. I mean, now I'm tempted to go into the recruitment office, but like honestly, now I'm tempted to talk to every named NPC in town again, but I think we've done enough, right?
I wasn't sure if Helgi would testify, but I'm glad we were able to convince him.
Yeah, me too, Barrett, me too. Oh, wait, what's going on with you, man? Talk with Ellie, talk with Barrett. Let's talk with Barrett first.
Evidence, check. Expert witness, double check. Now all that's left to do is give Ellie the good news. Thanks for everything, Ellie.
Okay, never mind. Let's just get this over with, huh?
Okay, you two, lay it on me. Did you find Helgi? Did he agree to testify?
Well, we've got good news and, well, that's it. Just more good news.
Okay. Does that mean he said yes?
Helgi will testify I also managed to get Lizzie to serve as a character witness. Helgi will testify she's not the best witness, but Delitzo might vouch for his character. I don't even remember who Delitzo is. Yeah, who is Delitzo? What the heck? I remember all these other people.
I have a lot of paperwork to get to, so if you could focus for a second, that would be great.
You just gave me a bunch of really long dialogue options, so can you just chill for a second, lady? Helgi will testify Dr. Kiela might be a good character witness should he need it. Helgi has agreed to testify. We also got Clint to serve as his character witness. Can we provide the witness with a safe house or an armed guard?
What do we look like? New Atlantis? No.
Okay. Delitzo must be the security guard who I thought was like the best character witness we had, but the fact that this dialogue implies otherwise has me questioning things. When I talked to her, she seemed like the ideal character witness. He never causes any trouble around town. He's been in for a drunken disorderly once, but he went above and beyond to like apologize for it and stuff. He's just a drunk, not a bad scientist. I guess my second choice is Dr. Kiela. Helgi will testify Dr. Kiela might be a good character witness should he need it.
Well, that is perfect. She's probably the best person to call on should Hephaestus decide to play dirty. Well,
okay, good.
You two have done all that you could. Now it's time to hand the baton off to me.
What do you think, Ellie? Do we have a chance?
The evidence you've gathered is impressive. It truly is.
So what's the verdict? In this case, I'd say spoilers are appreciated.
I almost never say this because I don't want to jinx it, but I think this case is a slam dunk.
Nice.
Huzzah! That's what I like to hear.
I think we can do everything on our checklist. Clear Irvin of any wrongdoing, charge Hephaestus with the cover-up, and even restore Helgi, Dr. Hawkson's standing in the scientific community. All in all, though, really outstanding work. We wouldn't have gotten this far without your efforts. And I've got to imagine that wherever Irvin is, he appreciates it too.
I hope so,
Agreed,
Ellie.
Ellie. And thanks for being our anchor in this.
Yeah, thanks, Ellie. You've been great.
We should probably get out of Ellie's way and let her do her thing. We can talk more in private.
Sounds good, Barrett. All right, let me just check my quest log. Talk with Barrett. Having received information his former husband was wrongly convicted, Barrett asked me to take him to Gagarin to help clear Irvin's name. We managed to find evidence that the mining done on H363 was the cause of the disaster and deliver to Ellie Yankton. Again, I feel like that's a grammatical error, but maybe not. Who will do the legal work necessary to clear Irvin's name. All right, let's just pop out this door so I can get an autosave, and then we'll talk to Barrett. Wrap things up. All right, Barrett, step into the light if you don't mind. Good camera angle for the people. But Barrett, okay. Whoa. Oh, you went too far, Barrett. Can you come back over here now? Perfect. That's perfect.
Wow, we actually did it. Solved the case. And hopefully cleared Irvin's name. I feel like, what's the old saying? A great weight has been lifted off my shoulders? But it's actually true. I feel like I'm 80% biomass and 20% aerogel.
We could weigh you to confirm.
That is a problem. You'll want to start a town hall. They should be able to get you a grievance form.
Grievance form. All right, I'll start there. Thanks, officer.
I can't help myself. I like this line.
Come on, let's not ruin the moment. Although we did do a lot of walking, I bet I really am lighter.
Do you think things will change on Gagarin?
I hope so. It's always a tug-of-war between the workers and the mining corps. But there's one thing we've got in our favor. There's more of us than there are of them. All it takes is for the people to realize it.
When do you think we'll get a verdict?
Ellie would know better than I. But I doubt it'll be anytime soon. These things tend to involve a lot of red tape. It's a special kind of adhesive that makes you stick to old filing cabinets and manila envelopes.
That's a good line, Barrett. Good line, writers. I like that. Right, so this is the way the game's telling us, like, we're not gonna actually, this is the end of the quest, gamer. Don't plan on getting any sort of resolution beyond this. I'm glad you're feeling better and lighter.
I'm feeling great. Although I could do with some wine and cheese. Why stop at emotional satisfaction when we can indulge in the culinary too? But if I can be serious for a moment, thank you. I couldn't have done this without your help.
Oh, no problem, Barrett. Anything for you. I just said that. Oh, I can friend zone him right now. I didn't do it for you. It was no big deal. Anything for a friend.
That makes two of us. 3 if you count Harvey. And who wouldn't? He's practically family. In fact, Harvey's got a little explorer in him too. According to this slate I found, turns out that our spiky friend's been all across the galaxy.
Notes on Irvin's plant added. Oh, I'm looking forward to reading that. Oh, wait, who's Harvey again? I wonder if Harvey has a home planet we can visit.
I doubt it. Harvey's a wanderer. Getting lost is how he finds his way home.
Whatever's next, I'm glad I have you with me.
We've been through a lot, haven't we? I had forgotten what it was like to work with someone so closely.
Yes, Barrett, we have certainly been through a lot.
On top of everything else we've done together and with Constellation, yeah, I think so. Investigating Irvin's case with you is something I'll remember forever. I've come to realize that some events, some people, stand out as pillars of my life.
Some people change us forever.
Yes, some of them do. And if we're lucky, they change us for the better. We only get a brief moment in this universe to interact, to feel, to be who we are and experience the range of emotions that our bodies and minds have evolved to comprehend.
Tell me more about our bodies. Barrett, are you okay? Did you eat something weird? Living life to the fullest is a gift.
And the definition of that changes for everybody. If one is fortunate, you might even notice events and people changing you while it is in motion.
He's like super heavy hitting on me right now. I think this might actually be dovetailing into his commitment dialogue, or not the commitment dialogue, but like, you know, when you choose between romance and friendship. But let's keep talking to him and find out. Like, they keep giving me this option to ask him where this is going. Oh, right, me. You're talking about me. I must be fortunate then.
I know I certainly am. I've explored many worlds, and I've worked with Constellation for most of my life. I cherish those memories. But you have changed me as a person forever. I don't want to look back years from now and wonder what if. I need to know what you think about us.
Yeah, it is. It is. Do I have
on.
to define our relationship with words?
No, not always. There are many ways to make someone feel loved. And you have done well in that regard. But I need this moment in my mind. I need to be able to look back and remember what we had in our hearts right here, right now.
I'm sorry, Barrett. You are a catch, and I definitely hope that you find someone to complete you. But I'm not that one. I am committed to Andrea, my wife. But I really do care about you, Barrett, and I will value our friendship forever.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Now, mind if we get back to exploring this beautiful, mysterious universe with me, Captain?
Mind if we get back to exploring it with me? Barrett considers you an ally. All right. We've gotten our relationship to Barrett, with Barrett, to the next level. I believe it's maxed out now. So we have done all 3 of the companion quests that are available to us. Of course, Sam has passed on. So he's no longer available to us. I'm going to end the video here. Of course, it's run very long, but I did want to finish out Barrett's quest.
I don't know. Is this a...
Next time, on the next video of Starfield, we will be exploring what it means to be reborn as a Starborn. We'll be traveling back to the Unity, getting the wrap-up of all the side quests and all the things we've done in the game again, because I think there will be some additions to that at this point, now that we've done all this side stuff. And we will return to the lodge in Jemison and find out what it's like to reveal to everyone that you are a Starborn from the get-go. We'll probably also do some alternative timeline stuff, where I accept Barrett's romance and see if he gives us some, interesting stuff about his backstory like Sarah did when we did that. Just, for curiosity's sake. We got that autosave right here coming out of this building, so it'll be easy enough to get back to that dialogue choice and see what happens if we go the other way with it. Yeah. All that is for next time. But thank you everyone for watching. As always, I hope you all have a fantastic day.